Oh, that tastes really good. Probably not be good on an empty stomach, but I guess it's worth it. Black Irish twist in my skull pipe. Drinking some homemade cowboy coffee with some homemade pumpkin pie spice I throw in there. Give it that fall vibe for all of us pumpkin spice fans. But I only do homemade now. I don't buy the junk from Starbucks. I don't even go to Wawa anymore. That's a local New Jersey, Philadelphia area. Maybe in some southern, maybe some parts of Virginia too, I think. They might have a Wawa. It's like a local, convenience store. And they always have flavored coffees that come out, these times of the year and everything else. But I just make it homemade now. I don't trust anything with all the artificial flavors and all that stuff. And so, beautiful morning, 60 degrees. I'm actually a little chilly. I might have to get my army jacket on or something, Not used to it. So, this Pipe Chats is just an update. Whatever has been going on. It's been like, I don't know when the last time I even shot a video. I guess must have been a tasting video. But it's been a hell at work. Moving furniture, moving all this stuff. They tell us, because they had the kindergarten and preschool orientations this week before school starts next week, and then so we had the teachers that don't want desks and don't want this, they throw it all out in the hallways, right? So it's blocking all the hallways, and then the big boss, the superintendent, and the principal walk around and they're like, oh, this got to get out of here, blah, 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 blah. So, according to the principal, he wanted to move everything to where we were supposed to move it, right? In gym receiving, that's where it's supposed to go, so the maintenance department can pick it up and take it to the trash or whatever the hell they're going to do with it. But no, we shoved it in 2 vestibules, which is a fire hazard, and I kept saying it, but nobody wants to listen, right? I said, we should just stick it down in receiving. So what happened? We made it disappear that day. Come yesterday, the other boss of our department says, oh, this is a fire hazard. But I heard he's the one that told us to put it in there, or told the principal to put it in there in the beginning, or whatever. I don't know. And now he comes through and says, no, that's got to be moved. So again, now double moves. So then we moved it to where it's supposed to go. No shit. So I'm beat. It's like you need a vacation from this week. But then next week starts school, and they kind of frown upon that, But it's like we all are all hurt. My back's hurting. My feet hurt. My freaking, where I had tore this ligament or something, is so freaking sore. And, Sorry about the complaining, but I'm a complainer. So just enjoying a morning pipe. What else has been going on? I don't know if I mentioned this on the last video. I got a concrete slab behind the camera here, laid out. Still no shed yet. Still waiting for delivery for that from Home Depot. Love Home Depot. They're just whatever, man.
Can I go walk on Sunday?
Yes, we are.
Can I go up first and RP?
Yeah. Yep. We're going to do that last summer hurrah. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go to boardwalk.
Can I shoot to 100 and do the football?
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, maybe we'll do the arcade. Yeah.
Can I get the octopus?
We could try. And so, last hurrah, last big weekend, right? Labor Day weekend. Yeah, sure.
First, then
Yeah,
slots.
yeah.
Then go to your key.
He's got his plan. So, we're gonna do that tomorrow, Monday. Where was I? Yeah, so we got the concrete slab. Waiting for freaking Home Depot to deliver the damn shed. It was supposed to be delivered last week, and then now they're saying the 4th. So I'm hoping. Now they're saying the 2nd. Now they're saying Tuesday. So, geez. My guy, and we also, I don't know if I mentioned that, we're also remodeling the garage so my wife can have an office. So all my shit had to come out, all my trophies, all that had to be taken down. It's just sitting in the dining room right now. I gotta somehow figure out so he's building a wall, reinstallation the side, because it wasn't finished garage. So the one side wall is getting sheetrock taped and spackled and painted. He threw in the painting, which is good. I mean, I could have did that myself, but whatever. Saves me, because I have to paint the rest of this damn house with cracks and shit myself inside. So, and like I said, I haven't had time to do diddly squat with working 8-9 hours at work, and only gotten 2 days off on the weekends. And with him running around, it's hard. So I'm waiting for him to go back to school so I could fit it in 2 hours before work or whatever in the morning after I drop them off to school, and come back and do that. But it's like, it's like you're one person. You're pulled in so many different directions. I gotta mow the lawn. I finally, after a week, got the front mowed yesterday. Didn't bother with the back because obviously, like I said, I have to be at work by 12. So it's like in the mornings, it's crazy now. I have to, when my shift was 3 to 11, I had that whole morning to be able to do projects and stuff and get stuff done. Now it's like I got that little window before 12, and obviously I have to be clocked in by 12. So that means I have to be leave here by 11:40, no later. So it's like, okay, I come back, I got literally an hour and a half probably to mow the lawn, section of the lawn or whatever before cleanup time. And painting, same thing. I got to clean it all up. Sanding, got to vacuum all that dust when I do sand.
Finish this one.
I don't know. Trying to see if Paul Gilson method of letting this dry out for 30 minutes is doing anything. So far, I don't know. Second relight. Maybe because I'm talking. I really can't talk too long with the pipe in my mouth. Yeah, so doing all this. Daughter bought a new car. Now we're trying to sell her old car. You know how that is, haggling with prices. I want a set number. I'm not going any lower than set number, you know what I'm saying? So then, a couple came by last night, and he brought his own lift jack, so he looked it up under the car, and he's like, oh, the oil pan is all wet and leaking. I'm like, I don't know. I don't see no drips on the ground. I haven't yet. Car runs great. So, obviously, he didn't want to pay what I wanted. I got people lined up wanting to look, so we'll see. Maybe somebody will bite.
I ain't going to now. Yeah, find this.
Just a minute. Yeah. Another relight. I think it's smoking a little bit better with the dry time. It is. It's not I think I was constantly lighting it, trying to get it lit. Kind of like a wet fire, You gotta keep playing with it. Look at that smoke going. Ooh. You see the smoky tobacco, that is for sure. Oh, it tastes so good until it hits you, you know what I'm saying? But Yeah, so I have all this craziness pulling me in every different direction. Not to mention a lot of other stuff. You know, stuff I'm not even going to go into, but yeah, is what it is, I guess. Fall's coming. I can't wait. Yeah, I'm loving this weather right now. I got goosebumps. I'm loving it. Flannel weather. And that's the way it is in New Jersey. You got winter in the morning, spring by noon, summer by 3, the afternoon. You had them hot September days, man. It'll be like 55 in the morning, nice and cool out here drinking the coffee, and feeling it all nice. And then if you're doing any work in the yard, then you're starting to get a little warm, break a little sweat. And by afternoon, when I'm, at work, it's like freaking 90, 85 or some crazy number or something, and then you're sweating. See, it's going back out again. But yeah, other than that, nothing else. I gotta get ingredients to do my next brew. Get that going soon. Any minute now, this keg's gonna kick out with Blanca's ale. And like I said, it's Labor Day weekend, so we're gonna do Last Hurrah, go to the boardwalk, Ocean City Boardwalk, do the rides with him and stuff, arcade, and then Monday, I got the guys coming here. He wants to work, so I say, okay, hey, fine. So he's gonna do some spackling and sanding and shit in the garage, and then having some, just my immediate family over for barbecue later in the day. And the kids go back to school on Tuesday, and I start regular shift, 12 to 8, cleaning classrooms. But at least the bullshit's over. It's like, it's so mundane, this job. You have to really be used to it or just want to deal with it. You go in, it's the same thing every day. The classroom's a mess, and you got to get it clean. And then looks all nice and good. It's not like when you're, I used to be a house painter, and the job's finished and complete, and you feel like a certain sense of pride in your work, and okay, this is done. Years later, you go back and you see that, if they're a returning customer, you go back and have to do stuff or whatever. If not, then you could say, hey, years later, I painted that place years ago, and there's a sense of pride in that. And then there's this job where teachers don't give two flying shits, and then you come in the next day and it's just as fucking mess as it was the night before. You're like, what the fuck? And it's like a rabbit hole where you just fuck, or whatever, Twilight Zone, same shit every day. Every once in a while it might be a project that comes up that you have to do, but and then you look forward to summer work because it's different. I at least get to paint. So I go school to school doing projects, painting. So there's a sense of pride in that because I'm not doing the fucking mundane cleaning desks, high dusting, and all that shit. But then, come towards August, then I'm back doing that or helping strip floors and stuff. And moving furniture. That's the shit I hate. I don't like moving. I'm a lightweight. And we're all getting older. We're all geriatrics. Well, I'm not yet, but you know how it is. In your 40s, I'm 45, you could just reach up, wear a t-shirt in your closet, turn, and you're out. You reach down to fucking pick something off the floor, and your back goes out. And it's always in the morning, right? When you first get up out of bed, you're not thinking. You just do it like you're 20, and you ain't. And And then you have to go to work hurt all day. Yeah, so today I'm probably just gonna chill here for now. My daughter's at a sleepover, so I gotta figure out what time to pick her up so we can, all three of us, go to my dad's pool, go visit Grandpa. Last day for the pool, really, I think. I mean, it's gonna be freezing. He don't care. He like a, you know, he'll swim in the Arctic, I guess. But me, I put my foot in. That's it. The pool ain't heated. I want a heated pool. All right, guys. That's your weekly update for me. Not too much else going on, I don't think. Besides just getting the kids ready for school and these projects we got going on around the house. The stress of haggling with people for a freaking car. I put a year ago getting it driving ready again for my daughter when she got her license. I put $1,500, maybe a little bit more in it. New brakes, tune up, all the plugs in and all that. Paid for the air conditioning to be serviced, and then that didn't work, or it didn't last because we weren't driving the car, and I guess it leaks out. There must be a slow leak because this summer I paid it like, I don't know, what was it? $100 or $60. I forget what it was for the guy to put gas back into it, the free on it, and now it's working good. But these people want to fucking haggle. I mean, I'm not good with all that shit. I'm just like, I want to just stick to my guns, and that's the number I want, So, especially with prices of cars these days, I don't even care used on a lot, man. Everything's 10 grand, and I'm not asking that much. But it's a good car, and engine's still running great. It's a Hyundai Santa Fe, I want to say. No, Sonata, I think. My daughter's new car is a Hyundai Elantra 2023, and that thing is a sweet-looking ride. Yeah, not bad for a 17-year-old, right? Going to be 18. 21 grand, yeah. Car note in my wife's name. She's like, I wanted it in your name. Well, I'm at work, and you wanted to go during the week, so I don't know what to tell you. I guess you don't want everything in her name. What the hell's the difference? If she can't pay for it, we're going to have to pay for it either way. My money's your money, your money's your money. You know the deal. So, whatever. But my daughter's working with my brother-in-law at his restaurant, so, we just have to cut back on certain luxuries that she likes to go to, like Starbucks every day, or, the beauty supply shop, all that. Kids these days. She's a good kid, but sense of entitlement sometimes, And when I talk about, nobody wants to hear the way I grew up, I didn't have shit. I bought my own Christmas presents. Not that bad, but when you're walking through the mall as a teenager, and you see a jacket that you like, and you're like, oh, Dad, I like this jacket, hint, hint, maybe Christmas. Let's get it now. It's on sale now. Early Christmas present. Nah. $150 jacket. I paid half. But you learn sense of understanding of money when you have to do that. So, but still, like everything, I bought my own computer. I worked the whole summer free because I've been working my whole life since, probably child labor, abuse a little bit. I never had a summer. She got plenty of summer. She's working on her own, but if she didn't want to work, she don't have to. I don't have to forcing her to work for the family business, like the way I had to every summer. And then once I was 18, I, went to school a half day, got working papers, and right from high school, drove to the job sites in Ocean City. So, I've been working my whole life. I think that's why I detest physical labor. And my wife knows it. I just don't express it. I just don't. I mean, working in the hot sun for years, 40-foot ladders, high peaks, painting, power washing in all kinds of weather. Rolling rails, spraying, when handrails used to be wood on new construction, we were spraying them with drop cloths nailed up in the garage. No heat, got those butane fumes and primer. I'm probably, I'm surprised I'm not dying of cancer from all the fucking shit I breathed in all these years. Knock on fucking Hugo. But yeah, I know, I was trying to end this video and it just found some more things to talk about. So I'm sorry for being so long-winded, but I'll end it now. There you go. All right, guys. Until we do it again, my friends, remember, let's set sail.